Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. John uses Konstantin's authority to attack Kate and Lucas. Days of Our Lives spoilers revealed Kate Brady and Lucas Horton's attacker at the Brady pub. Few people on set wear leather jackets, like the person who was spotted slinking into the scene. It might be someone we know rather well, though. Who do you believe is responsible for the assault at the bar? Which men wear leather jackets? Days in Our Lives according to spoilers, Brady Black, Steve Johnson, and Harris Michaels all frequently wear leather jackets. This is nothing new. John Black also has one on. John was recently turned into the pawn by Konstantin Meliunis. Was John supposed to attack Lucas and Kate? John can't even recall transforming into the pawn on that particular day. All John can recall is what Konstantin said to him about being a murderer. Is John being coerced by Konstantin to attack Salem residents in order to benefit Clyde Weston, James Reed? Could Konstantin be an outside partner of Clyde in this drug cartel that targets the children and other inhabitants of Salem? Arrests of Clyde's narcotics dealers are occurring left and right. Clyde is desperate to get off his narcotics in Salem, and he cannot afford to lose anyone else. If someone other than Clyde's drug suppliers was collaborating with him to assault these individuals, it would make sense. Fans are also aware that Clyde was not pleased with orders he received from a man outside. Is Konstantin the man in question? Only Konstantin is capable of subduing John and transforming him into the pawn. Clyde, though, vowed to exact revenge on everyone who followed him. Clyde desires Lucas's removal, and the pawn would be the ideal means of accomplishing it. The pawn is trained to complete the task at hand and isn't concerned about who he attacks. Will this assault end for Lucas Horton? After the rounds are fired, Lucas and Kate both appear to be fine. In the teaser images, Josh Taylor's character Roman Brady is seen with Lucas and Kate during their post-event talk. If John is the one who attacks them, he clearly doesn't complete the task, which can cause him further difficulties later on when he tries to calculate the time he lost. Will John eventually tell Deidre Hall's Marlena Evans everything that has happened since he first met Konstantin? As he has assisted John in the past, Marlena might be able to overcome John's programming, just as she has done with previous people. As she has so often in the past, will Marlena be the one to save John? Will the pawn finally come to an end with this? Abe wished Paulina a happy Valentine's Day while giving her a bunch of white roses in a hospital ward. Although white flowers aren't often associated with Valentine's Day, Abe explained that they stand for love, hope, and fresh starts. The roses delighted Paulina, and she gave Abe a kiss. Paulina mentioned that the Salem Police Department and the Chamber of Commerce had also contributed white roses. Johnny came into the room with Chanel, who had on a brown overcoat. He was dressed in a tuxedo. Paulina had a suspicion that the white roses Johnny and Chanel had given her weren't just a coincidence. Johnny said that he and Chanel had not only visited because of Paulina's operation. Chanel showed off her white bridal dress as she unbuttoned her outerwear. Chanel then announced to Paulina that she will marry Johnny in her chamber. Paulina was overjoyed to hear the news. Johnny selected Abe to be his best man, and Chanel asked Paulina to be her matron of honor. Paulina and Abe agreed right away. Shortly after, Abe went on to perform the wedding ceremony. From this day on, for better or worse, for richer or worse, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish, till death do us part, you are my married wife, Chanel, and I, John Roman, claim you to be my spouse. Staring into Chanel's eyes, Johnny repeated after Abe, "This is my solemn vow." Chanel was urged to repeat after him by Abe when he glanced at her. "John Roman, I take you to be my married husband, Chanel. From this day on, I will have and keep you for better or worse, richer or worse, in sickness and in health, to love and adore, until death do us part." Chanel twice said, "This is my solemn vow," holding Johnny's hands and looking directly into his eyes. Johnny was about to exchange vows when he grabbed Chanel by the hands. "Chanel, by deciding to spend the rest of your life with me, you have made me the happiest man alive today. There were undoubtedly ups and downs along the road that brought us to this point. Still, this is where we are. And I'm grateful to God for it. I have no idea where life will lead us at this point. I'm not that concerned. Johnny added tenderly, because I know that we shall be together wherever it is. After clearing his throat, Johnny spoke again. Okay, give me your burned donuts, your sore feet, and your misplaced car keys. Give yourself to me every day. I promise to offer you all of my love for the rest of my life in exchange. I swear to honor and treasure you, to support and console you, to take care of and safeguard you, both now and in the future, Johnny said. Chanel readied herself to exchange vows as she fixed her gaze on Johnny. Johnny, there are no words to describe the depth of my love for you. I can only express myself to you by giving you gentle kisses and going through every horror movie ever made with you. Chanel remarked, you make me feel safe even though I hate them. Chanel went on. And remaining by your side, no matter what, since I am confident that we can conquer anything as a team. I'm excited for many years of exploration with you. I chuckle because of you. You get me to reflect. Most importantly, you improve me. For all the years to come, Chanel said, I give you my hand, my heart, and my love. Her voice broke. Abe proposed a ring exchange between Johnny and Chanel. Paulina gave Johnny the rings by slip. Johnny extended his hand to take Chanel's hand and delicately put a ring on her finger. I thee wed with this ring, Johnny declared. Chanel said again, I thee wed with this ring. I now formally declare you to be husband and wife using the authority bestowed upon me. Abe said, you can kiss the bride. Johnny and Chanel exchanged a kiss, beaming with joy. With a loving smile, Paulina extended her arm to grab Abe's. Abe then congratulated Chanel and Johnny. Chanel and Paulina hugged, as did Abe and Johnny. When Paulina suggested that Johnny and Chanel should remain married permanently, Johnny was made fun of. When a wheelchair-wielding nurse arrived, she announced that Paulina needed to be taken to operation. Johnny reassured Paulina that he and Chanel would be in the room when she got back as she was about to leave. Paulina, who was held by Chanel, expressed her affection for both Chanel and Johnny. Following Paulina's wheeling out of the room by Abe, Chanel made fun of Johnny and her for being the most stylish pair in the hospital. Warmly addressing one another as husband and wife, Johnny and Chanel shared a kiss. Steve gently stroked a yellow rose across Kayla's face in their penthouse to rouse her. As soon as Kayla came to, Steve wished her a happy Valentine's Day and complimented her on her increased beauty over their initial meeting. Both Steve and Kayla expressed their happiness at all of their experiences. Stephanie barged in and stopped them as they were about to make love. Kayla complained, so much for that adventure, and then she and Steve laughed.